In
And
Australia,
yet,
they have those diagrams.
in a sense, this is a function.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can see how those things nicely.
Help me, I always get stuck with function. It's a function
Because you're mapping one thing onto its double. Whatever length you have, and you map it onto its double. So if it's yours, it goes onto two of those. This in that sense becomes a variable. And the variable is the length of the arm.
Can't use variable.
I know.
You told us.
Yeah.
I know, but
Who
it.
said Miriam?
but
Yeah,
this-
she said you can't use variable when I use variable.
Well,
Who said that?
No,
if,
never
if,
mind.
if
So
A,
it's
if
variable.
A represents the length of a person's arm, then 2A represents basically, it's not a perfect one, but it would be, you know, in the modeling world, if you set up, measured these things out and graphed them, it's likely y equals 2 is the best regression equation that you would get, right? Or it might be 1.995 or 2.0021 or something. But it is basically a function. And archaeologists or whomever go out and dig up body parts.
Well, it's a
have lot of those.
two-time function.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's
It's a what?
A two times
Yeah,
function.
The doubling function.
Doubling function.
I made the mistake of saying variable with Miriam, and she said. And then I compounded the problem by saying one's an independent and the other one's dependent.
Oh, well, you stuck yourself in deep.
You went really down that path, huh?
For this particular one, A represents my arm length, and so it is not a variable, it's a quantity, but if we, so I'm just being cautious.
In Measure Upper, we use the capital letters for quantities, and then the small letters became our variables when we got to that point.
If it was anybody's arm length, it would magically be a variable.
Then we would use the small letter to represent, let A be the length of someone's arm, and 2A would be the approximate.
Right.
So that's the
Small.
generalization. So,
But this is the generalization, and the specific is measuring line. I'm sorry. So, I can't be standing there.
Evelyn mentioned something about height. When do they discuss arm span and height?
I just think that comes a little later.
Can we ask them tomorrow? Because if it's culturally it comes at the same time, we can at least just do that quick comparison.
Well, Dora said the same thing. I mean, that's your,
It's taken as a proxy.
yeah.
Yes. Those are good words. Somebody put that down.
Approximate.
Take, well, as a proxy.
Oh. Yes.
Because we know it is, the proxy changes into 6/7 of it, basically. Because this is one head part that is left when you take the clothing, right? So this is a 1, I forget how, the diagram which you have with the 1, the 2, and the 3.
Yeah, because some of those we've done differently, where it goes
Okay.
down to the
Okay.
floor.
Okay.
But it really should be a 6-to-1 using this.
Okay, so that would be the better.
And it should be 6-to-1 going that way.
Your artist here says it's 7.
Well, then I'd be 7 feet tall. I'm not.
Well,
Okay,
I'm just
your
telling you
feet.
when he's drawing it. It was just, I was asking
But
why are these.
we should check on that, because, you know, what's your foot size?
Ooh, my foot size is about 8 to, it's.
Big?
It,
13?
12 and a half. Shoot.
So 12 and a half gives you another 3 inches, so it make you, well, makes you 6'3". Or is that, am I wrong? Yeah. So that's pretty close to what
Yeah,
you are.
well, the foot size then is probably 11 and a half, 12.
I'm right around the 12, so I'm a little shy times 6. So we need to check on that one.
And shoe size versus.
When we did this with kids in
Yeah.
class, we had quite a bit of variability.
Yes.
We had one girl was a 7-to-1 with the foot to the body, and I think we had as low as
even I'm 9.5, and I'm not a very tall person.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
So that gets you very close to that.
But I think that was a good question, because that has come up, we've kind of known both of these, and even, I guess, even if it's true.
Well, we could certainly put it in earlier as a non-numeric. Let's compare
Right.
your height to your outstretched arms.
Well, if you're going to take everyone's, or measure their height, and have
Yeah,
the
Jemima,
string, then you've
when
got
you're
all the
doing
strings
the
hanging off at
head of
standing.
the foot to the body, what's your ratio?
From just me when I draw,
Yeah.
generally 7 heads high.
So what I'm wondering, because I'm calculating 6.
You're calculating 6?
Yeah, if this is roughly my head length,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the same as my foot, because I've already
Okay.
played with these things, so 6 times my foot is a foot. So it's a little shy because I'm not
Mhm.
quite 6'3", so I'm a factor of 6. So I'm thinking most people are a factor of 6.
One thing I saw when I was looking at those body proportions on the internet was that it makes a difference. A bunch of them used this for the head instead of that. Depends on where you put the neck.
I was
Yeah, I
looking
was gonna
here.
say that, yeah, if you extrapolate just the head from
Yeah.
this part, that length, you should be able to get 2 and 3 to the belly button.
Right.
And that's not halfway,
No,
You're
it's-
gonna, it's
it's
less
gonna-
than half.
Yeah, it's not too much less than
Yeah, they were showing 7 to 8 skulls as opposed to.
So then the head is
the neck.
shorter than a foot?
Your head, it might be slightly shorter than your foot length, it could be.
So then,
I would measure from your chin to the top of your head and go
so
from there.
we should do that another
Get some
time.
calipers.
And if like I were to draw a superhero that shows broader shoulder, I would go like 7.5 heads.
Right.
Because the,
I'm gonna remember that
Hmm?
when I.
your
draw
height is
superhero.
approximately 1.6 times your, where's the
From your
golden
navel
ratio?
to the floor.
Navel to the floor, and your body height is about 6/10 more than that from here, right? So if I could reciprocate 6/10.
So figure 3 heads to your belly button.
And then 3 more heads to about here.
Yeah. So you can go, you can rough it to 7 or rough it over 6.
So 6.5 would be.
When I did mine, I was a little bit, my head was fit 7 easily in my body length.
Well, you